I saw them and I said, ooh, I kind of like those.
Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time.
We are back in business like the day after a holiday. If you don't follow Whistle Motors on all the social medias, number one, you should. I upload there pretty much every single day. But I mention that because today we'll be touching on something that I brought up last week. And that is all the interesting things I learned about my E46 M3 when I bought it. By the way, I noticed a lot of you watched my first video and didn't hit subscribe. So stop what you're doing right now, like, subscribe, and then in the comments write, I'm not a clown, and then we'll get back to the video. I'll wait.
A few moments later.
This is about to be like Christmas morning. You kind of know what you got because you probably made a list, but you never really know unless you sit there and unwrap the boxes. So that's exactly what we'll be doing today. Okay, so this is pretty much about to be the Discovery Channel from here on out, and we are hunting for mods. Up first, you'll notice the carbon fiber kidney grills and the matching fender slats. I actually really like them, and they're in mint condition, but I'm thinking about putting polished silver wheels on the car at some point, so I'll probably swap these out for the factory BMW parts, because the drapes should match the carpet. You feel what I'm saying? The car sits on the standard 18-inch 67M style wheels manufactured by Ronald, and they're wrapped in Federal 595 RSR track performance tires. But unfortunately, probably from sitting for an extended period of time like you when you ripped number 2, they pretty much dry rotted out, so I need to get fresh rubber on here ASAP. I just need to figure out which wheels I want first. That way I can do the shoe change all in one shot, like the halftime entertainment at the Garden. One of the first things I noticed that got me excited were these red seatbelts. I saw them and I said, ooh, I kind of like those. I just wish the previous owner went the extra mile to go swap out the rear ones as well. However, it does have matching red M Sport dials that are obviously not original, as all the factory M products from this era had gray-faced instrument clusters. Honestly, I don't love these dials, but I don't not like them enough to go out and spend some fazools on a brand new cluster. So for now, they're safe and I love them. Like in the movie Get Him to the Greek, in this M3, you can stroke the furry wall, which has been swapped over to Alcantara because the previous mesh was sagging. You know, like, it's a common flaw in these cars. On the interior, the car does have some carbon fiber trim pieces on the kick plates, the door panels, and the A-pillars. But for some strange reason, they left the OEM aluminum on the front dash and the center console. I will definitely be doing a full carbon fiber trim piece swap, so if anybody has these pieces or knows of a company that has quality product, please let me know. Recently, I brought the car to my shop of choice here in New York, and we decided to throw the car up on a lift to look under this mechanical lollipop like a game of Doctor, and I'll say that we were both pleasantly surprised. I learned that the car has fab speed headers and the stock exhaust looks a little messed with, so what I'm thinking is that at some point in this car's life there was a full aftermarket exhaust system that was removed or swapped out before the sale, and they didn't feel like going the extra mile to remove section 1. So they just left it. At some point during my ownership, I'll definitely be changing the exhaust system on this car. I don't know if I'll leave the fab speed and just get different sections 2 and 3, or do a completely new system start to finish. So let me know in the comments below what you think is the best sounding exhaust for the E46 M3. Mechanically, everything else on the car is pretty much stock, except for the H&R Sport Springs, which have the car sitting on a stance that's lower than a factory M3. And that's okay with me because I will 100% be overhauling the suspension on this car. I know that people swear by the KWs. I had Bilstein coilovers on my RS4, but there's also AST, BC Racing, Olin's that are also great systems, and I'm open to whatever. So again, comment below. And finally, we make our way over to the trunk lid. Many of you noticed that this is actually not the original trunk for my car. BMW produced the E46 M3 between 2001 and 2006, but at some point during 2003, they came out with a revised version of these cars. Those cars are actually referred to as the mid-cycle refreshes or the facelifted E46 M3s. So how does my later model car have the early model trunk lid? Well, apparently at some point during this car's lifetime, it had the CSL style aftermarket carbon fiber trunk lid that was then swapped out with this pre-facelift version that came off of an original Amola red car, which is why the paint matches perfectly. Do I wish this car still had the CSL style trunk on it? Yes. If not that, do I wish it had the original 04 trunk that this car had before? Yes. Does this one bother me enough for me to go spend money and swap it out right now? Not even close. And I think that about does it for all the unusual, weird, non-original stuff that happened to be on my M3 when I bought it. Some of the things I like, some of the things I don't really like, but I do think it's a solid foundation to build off of, and more importantly, the car seems to be in decent mechanical shape. When it comes to this car, I'm taking absolutely zero chances, so the first dollars that I allocate to this project will be spent on the same things that you probably should be spending on your car as well, no matter what vehicle you drive. That way, you're not broken down on the side of the highway with sweat dripping down your forehead and your girlfriend calling you a loser. In the next video and on the Whistle Motors social media platforms over the next week or two, I won't be modifying the car, but I will be performing extensive maintenance with the help of FCP Euro and my favorite shop in the area, Precision Motorworks, to get this car headache-free. And then, of course, ready for the future modifications I have planned for this M3. With that being said, my name is Anthony. This is Whistle Motors. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Big Whistle.